All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session. Sorry for the late start, but today we're going to be doing the AWS Cloud Center of Excellence, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that. So let me share my screen and then we can get started. Okay, so AWS Cloud Center of Excellence, or AWS CCOE. So these are the table of contents that we're going to be going over throughout the slideshow today. So we're going to start off with what is CCOE. Then we're going to go into the benefits of it, the key principles, the guidelines, the best practices, what to look for in your CCOE employees, why use Amazon Cloud Center of Excellence, and some key challenges, as well as things to remember, and an additional video with the works cited. So, as you know, for the additional video, which is going to be on slide 15, we're going to put that in the description of the live stream once it's over. So you can watch that if you would like to learn more. Okay, so what is the Cloud Center of Excellence? So it is a cross-functional team of people who are responsible for developing and managing the cloud strategy, governance, and best practices. It leads the organization as a whole in cloud adoption, migration, and operations. And then there are three alternate names that we have over here. So it can also be called the the Cloud Competency Center, the Cloud Capability Center, or also the Cloud Knowledge Center. Uh, there are four main parts to the Cloud Center of Excellence. So these four parts are the structure and operations, the evaluation, the governance, and also the innovation. So for structure and operations, is mixing the organizational structure with operational efficiency, and also proven success methods. For evaluation, this means staying ahead of the curve, which is leading to confidence in organizational maturity. For governance, roles and responsibilities, cloud policy, and also performing transformative services that support adoption into the cloud itself. And finally, innovation, which allows the proper allocation of resources in order to fully support business objectives. Okay, so now going into the benefits of CCOE. So for one, it modernizes, so it can guarantee both modern and efficient pipelines that are simple to comprehend. For CI and CD, this means continuous integration or continuous deployment, and these two are the cornerstone for the CCOE practices. And you can also receive more with less, so you are enabled to adopt to the cloud that has increasing speed, and you will also have the ability to do more with less resources, and this promotes scale for your objective and your company. And so this is who benefits from starting a CCOE. So leaders, IT teams, and customers benefit. For leaders, this includes various leadership roles such as CIOs, CTOs, CFOs, and project managers. And for IT teams, it creates repeatable functions which replace disruptive technology, allowing for the consistency and efficiency. And for customers, CCOE is known for helping to support these customers by being able to deliver the most innovative technology which meets each user's goals. These are the key principles. So there are six here. Number one is the structure will change and grow as your organization changes and grows. Number two is the cloud should be treated like your own product, and you should treat application team leaders as the customers that you are trying to enable. Number three, create company culture into every action that is taken. Number four, you want to make sure that you remember that organizational change management is imperative to successful business transformation. You also want to make sure to utilize selected and intended organizational change management in order to alter company culture and norms. Number five, embrace a change as normal mindset. So, alterations within applications, IT systems, and also business direction is expected. And finally, operating model decisions are going to decide how employees fill roles to eventually be successful in business outcomes. Some more principles are building the right team, scope and grow the team's responsibilities, and empowering the team to teach and abide by the best practices possible. So, for building the right team, you want to mentor the team properly in order to use the cloud. You want to obtain the lowest cloud rates, and you want to make sure that leaders can hold organization accountable. For scoping and growing the team's responsibilities, you want to assess the data and envision trends in order to scope and grow cloud responsibilities from both an organizational and financial point of view. You also want to empower the team to teach and abide by best practices possible. So, this means keeping costs and optimal practices in mind while also making decisions on accurate data and analysis. Guidelines to help design a cloud center of excellence that represents your company. So, number one, begin with a competitive vision, but gradually work in order to get the final goal or the final result. Engage your employees by setting goals and letting fellow workers conquer them in creative ways. Keep a determined focus on becoming better with the shorter times that you have. Utilize a large amount of mechanization to sanction both speed and stability at the same time. Have utmost charity on your business goals and straightforward business cases as a result of this. Make certain that there is steady sense of urgency revolving around the transformation in order to keep away from needless discourse and delay. The best practices in a CCOE. So you can use the AWS Cloud Adoption Framework in order to help the uh, cloud team be staffed. In a perfect world, you want to have one person to represent each cloud adoption framework perspective. And this includes the following: so, business, people, process, platform, security, maturity, and also operations. Make sure that you hire cloud enthusiasts, and this basically means that you just want to keep hiring people who are passionate and who will lead to key success in the company. Start the cloud small and grow as your value increases over time. And also start with around 5 to 7 employees and expand to eventually around 5 to 10% of the IT team. Now, what to look for in CCOE employees. So make sure that they're experimental so they can learn from their failure. Make sure that they are bold so they're not afraid to fail and try something new. Make sure that they are result hungry so they can form an idea and follow it through to implementation. Make sure that they are customer centric so they can respect the customer's ideas. Make sure they're able to persuade so they can help bring the best from others. And why use a CCOE? So you would want to allow you would want to have quickened and manageable adoption into the cloud, and this allows you to do so. CCOE optimizes the ability to reap benefits while reducing risk. It transforms real people, and it's not just simply boxes or dots on an organization chart. And in order for the Cloud Center of Excellence to work, people and personalized needs must be at the center of transformation. And this is a benefit because successful business transformations are personalized and specific to real people. Now for key challenges. So one challenge is that switching to an old redundant computer system uh, is a result of an error in the computer network. Managing infrastructure correctly could be a challenge. You might also face difficulties in developing applications and training in cloud ability and awareness. Um, you also want to make sure that you are managing your assets, and this might be a challenge, as well as the cost effectiveness and, of course, allocating funds. And also, a challenge that might follow the use of the Cloud Center of Excellence is managing changes in the workplace environment. And these are things to remember regarding CCOE. So, the Cloud Center of Excellence is a service to the other teams who need it, but it should be noted that it's not a gatekeeper. And by creating a truce and open lines of communication early on, trust and course corrections can be made as the framework evolves. The CCOE should keep evolving over time for the better as it needs to, and you should try to consider implanting a portion or all of the CCOE in close proximity to your customers and your specific line of business. And again, as I said before, this is an additional video on transforming your organization's culture with the CCOE. And as always, this is going to be included in the description of the live stream once we've ended it. And this is the works cited. So that was a short presentation for today since we've reached the 5:20 mark. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next session.